So, safety and security measures for transport and warehousing. In the European countries, what they normally do is to take measures when they want to build warehouses. For security reasons, they give you certain rules and regulations. And even the compacting of the ground that will take a certain tonnage of cargo must meet certain standard. Just as in Ghana, we also have standards that you have to meet. You have to meet standard leading to the fact that the building has got its hinges locked from inside and it must open up to the main road. There must be a whole lot of measures that can be put in place for the individual before they can register your warehouse for you. This is for security reasons. So the training of staff, the maximum allowable quantity of certain substances that can go in, the packaging, storage, segregation of certain substances, all these things, and the controlship and equipment of means of transport. These are all supposed to be taken into consideration before one can build a warehouse. For security reasons, passengers' attention is always drawn to an awareness of articles and substances which must not be carried aboard an aircraft, either as checked baggage or carry-on. So information must be provided to passengers about the type of dangerous goods which are forbidden from transporting aboard an aircraft. So if you do not have that capacity, you don't have to go in. Currently, if you are traveling outside the country and you have a liquid substance in like cocoa butter lotion, you cannot take it on you unless it is in your baggage that it will go under the luggage compartment. But for you to carry it as a hand luggage or carry on into the plane is not acceptable. Where there are measures that you have to take, if you are in doubt of any substance, you don't use taste of the material like the Bundansi monkey. They would want to test everything to be sure that what they are looking at is good. In that process, the bomb and those things that they see after soldiers have gone to train have become a death trap for them and they blow in their faces. So performance test of material is not allowed as a security measure. Don't touch it. Don't also light a match to test the material whether it is good or bad, or shaking a cylinder full of gas to get the characteristics of the material. No. The characteristics of material can be obtained by the material safety data sheet, or you check the name of the item in the chemical dictionary or the chemical journal, or you contract with the vendor of the manufacturer or the manufacturer, the product label, the shipper, or sending a sample to the laboratory for testing. That's the best thing to do. In the European countries, there's what we call the GPS, Base Monitoring and Information System for vehicles and units. Even here in Ghana, now the global positioning system is used mostly. It is mounted on the trucks and they use them to monitor the movement of the goods that are leaving so that there will be no human escort. The GCNet has been doing this before. The magnet tracking device has also come to be used in Tama, which eliminated the escort. Road transport companies operate integrated systems for planning, communication, and tracking and tracing. So we talk about tracking and tracing. You track and you trace where the goods have reached. These integrated systems comprise computer systems for flexible vehicle scheduling and route planning, continuous communication between planning department and truck drivers, then using telephones or internet applications, real-time vehicle positioning using satellite and global positioning systems. So we have more of our computer supported systems. Look at the system. The large truck is being monitored by somebody who is sitting behind a computer. And when goods are loaded from the warehouse, the man knows about it on the computer. You have the GPS, Global Positioning System, which is in the clouds. They are monitoring the truck because of the device which have been put on it. In the same vein, the man who is behind the machine in front of the vehicle, the also is monitoring what has been loaded and when it was loaded. Then the customer will also be monitoring to make sure that the goods are on their way coming. The driver can be questioned anytime. When he gets to Sawama, he decides to sleep. They get to Nkoko and he decides to sleep, telling the owner that the vehicle has got a problem. Meanwhile, he's just resting. These are things that are checked, especially when you are carrying dangerous goods. So, moreover, computer supported systems are implemented to identify shipment, pallets, etc. during each step of the transport process using barcode or FRID techniques, radio frequency identification using computer chips to produce for the products. So therefore, if you go to these big shops, when you enter, you are coming out. When they are checking, they cannot go around and look at the prices. The codes have been, identified already and they are in the system. So what they do is to make sure that they are checked and chips are kept in them. The moment they run the item across the computer, then it becomes an issue for them. Then they can get it. So when this is done, using the electronic system to monitor the movement of the goods, it enables the transport company to increase the efficiency of operations and to improve their services level to the customers, but also to continually be informed about the exact location of dangerous goods which are under their responsibilities. Read on these safe warehouses for the European Union. They have their own laws, the Seveso 2 Directives 96 to 82. And they have rules and regulations as to the limitation of the consequences of accidents for humans and what they can do. The PGS guidelines in warehouses where they keep their goods in Dutch, for example, will tell you that they cannot carry this much of goods. They can carry that much and store in a warehouse and all that. The specification for construction, the floor and everything will be stated out here. PG 15.2 can carry only 10 over 10,000 kilos, whilst PGS 15.2, that which is higher, can carry more than that. So look at these levels, automatic fire extinguisher. These are storage requirements.